up, y'all, and welcome to this. I feel like deja vu, James, like we've just been here. Welcome to this Midnight Ranting. A godless good year, and to all a godless good night. But yes, we are opening up the open mic so that we, you, whoever would like to talk about what a godless good year it will be and has been or was. Past, present, and future. We'll talk about space and time, what it means to be both, going back before the Big Bang. Probably. Anyway, won't you join Chase W. and myself, Amy Newman, to celebrate good times? Come on. Basically. Woo! What is up, y'all? And where did the little... she's getting... trying to get the adult cat food. She should be eating her kitten food. But welcome everywhere. We are Midnight Ranting on a godless good year. Please do not forget to like, follow on Twitch, or subscribe on YouTube. I don't know how they fit all of that internet through there. They gotta stuff it. Use your fist. It's gonna make me cough. Just too much truth. But what is up, everyone out there on the interwebs, as well as like a Megan? Woohoo! Let's do the time warp to the left. What is up, Jason, Jacoby, and Pat? Woo! I saw Pat just on a stream. I'm trying to remember. But I'm seeing so many lovely faces. I'm seeing Marshall, Monkey for Banana. What is up? Boo. Stephanie Helms. And, James got summoned by Satan. Darn you, Satan. I always worship Saturn. 50% softer. When you're worshiping them, they're much easier to cuddle. Speaking close to Time Warp, a little bit different, but David Tennant is coming back to Doctor Who. A fangirl again. I do like me some Doctor Who. But yes, everyone out there sending love. When you do hit that like, follow, or subscribe, you can also hit that bell icon, which will send you reminders to some premieres. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of premieres. I almost did an impromptu debate you the other day, but I have this thing. It's part of my chaotic good nature that I at least have to ask permission to stream or record when I'm going to do an impromptu debate you. And the people that went on there, they thought that it wouldn't be cool if I did, though I so wish I did, because I was just talking how it was on an anti-vaxxer channel. There apparently are, there's flat earth discords apparently, and creationist discords, and apparently there's anti-vaxxer discords, but I guess it's me bringing it up, because I normally have like a counter who brings up the my genitals first, but like they just come in so hard. They also have such a straw man of what we believe on these subjects. It is just very weird. It is like an odd sort of projection. It is always like you believe a man can become a woman, which isn't really what transgender people believe. We believe in you stay one sex, but you change your gender, and eventually, hopefully, you no longer have gender dysphoria. But if we steel man their position, like just steel manning their position is a talking snake, a biology of women, the first woman at least coming from a man's rib, and a man rotting 72 hours and then resurrecting, coming back to life. Of course, the proof of this is that you can't see it and that there's no body. But it is just the dichotomy of these straw and steel man. Though, speaking of someone awesome, what is up, Jena? Hashtag tag gang. The queen of production out there, helping not so many non-believers, Oz connecting, helping people come to a round table, some would say, a network group. Saw Shane the Skeptic hanging around here the other day and also doing content on his. We're gonna do our openers. I'll do the love if James is out there in hell selling timeshares with Gilbert. But then we're eventually going to just open it up for the open mic so that everyone out there can talk about whatever they want. I think, to me, I can't help it. It always goes back to theology or a sort of anti-theology, what's on my brain, unless you're going to talk about something like consciousness. But even that, somehow, I can tie it back to religion, because there's two different types of people that talk about consciousness. There are the people that you generally hear in a medical context. They're saying someone had a seizure, they lost consciousness. This is what you should do when someone loses conscious. This is how much alcohol you drink until medically you will pass out and your sugar level, your blood alcohol content will be so high. And yet the other type of people, which is consciousness, it's out there, over there. It's so special. It's so very special that it can't just be in our skull. It has to be fundamental to the root core. It goes oxygen, hydrogen, consciousness. Ah, that is good. Is that sativa? That's sativa. No, I would rather just actually talk about it from the medical, physical context. Also, I have a kitten. I just want to talk about it from the kitten context. Oh, yeah, Buttercup wants to say hi. Hi, baby girl. She is so fearless, rambunctious. It's so funny. She makes all the other ones exhausted. She's so curious. Yes. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Sponsored by Kitties. I know. And it's so you don't realize, because I call all cats kitties and kittens, but you don't realize how much a kitten is actually a kitten until you try to pet them, and like your hand, like you're like, oh my god, I literally have to use like my finger so that I can not push you over. Yeah, Mew Kitty, and happy New Year. Woohoo! What is up, y'all? We are having fun. I'll do my confession, because there's a grain of truth in it. When I'm on certain servers that are very theistic leaning, and I will often say a good godless morning. Now, to me, that has always been like my equivalent of saying a blessed day type of thing. However, I will say it's like a half troll, because there's people who are going to be like, You just want to get a reaction. And the only reason that it's a reaction is because us existing is such a detrimental thing to so many people of faith. The fact that, oh, Gesundheit, baby girl. You okay? Sneezy? Just watching Netflix documentary about kittens. That sounds fantastic. I watch a show called Impractical Jokers. I think it's fantastic because I am just a really big fan of improv, and I used to do stuff somewhere between Jackass and Impractical Jokers. That was basically my high school. And so there's this dude on Impractical Jokers, Sal, who is afraid of cats. He's afraid of almost every other animal. But one of his punishments, if you lose the improv game that they play, they literally put kittens on him. They just had him tied and put kittens on him, and he was freaking out. And it was just like, wow, really? Like that? And my partner was like, I wonder if he had a bad experience with cats once. Maybe he has something. But I'm like, it can't be, because he freaks out to every fucking animal. Unless, at some point in his life.
Used to have where they would put, cover people in spiders and do disgusting things. It was a TV show like
that. Fear Factor. Joe Rogan.
Like, oh, you're afraid of spiders. Well, we're going to cover you in spiders. Ha, ha, ha. We'll make you stick your hand into something really disgusting, like a germaphobe.
Trying to let another cat in. Cat on cat. Hold on 1 second. Oh, so many cats. Nope. Oh, yep. Yes, we do. And the second enters the arena. Hello, baby girl. I have a little one and a little swan. This is Penelope. Oh, my. Oh, how about here? Like that?
She's watching that kitten.
She does. Oh, she watches like a hawk. Tries to make sure who knows who's in charge. Now the little one is playing on the things that I put the props in. Totally lost track of subject. We were totally talking about something. We're a skeptic channel, including the two schmucks that you see hosting. However, after the housekeeping and our opening statements, a little housekeeping, so Sam Harris, we'll be opening up the floodgates, or rather the open mic, so anyone can say what's on their mind about the topic. Also give anyone the chance to say their own opening and closing statements. Atheist or theist, liberal or conservative, come as you are, just not on my sheets, preferably right here. And as James said, last chance of the year, ladies and gents.
Do it.
Yes, well, this housekeeping is also sponsored by our channel members, who you can join by hitting that button below and becoming a channel member, getting our evolving badge system, as well as our Patreons. All of these lovely, lovely people right down here. And yes, we'll also, like James says, not only is it the last, but we are going to be updating. We're going to be doing some cleaning, as well as adding some benefits and doing some whole more things and advertising some of the specific benefits, like Talk Skeptic to me more, getting a whole bunch more fun. And so look forward to that. We also want to get as much jam-packed for just our subscribers, our viewers, super chatters, channel members, Patreons, everybody. Everybody wins. Yes, including also Patreons like us from the Atheist Network Group. Boom, 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 boom. Connecting atheists, because we don't schism. There's nothing to really, have a doctrine to fight over. But also, and I saw Jena in chat. Hashtag Tengang. Also, I have to reply to Oz. I have a thing. Is that getting a redder? I hope I'm not spoiling things, but getting ready for an event eventually, and hopefully might be able to do a panel. And the answer is an emphatic yes, because I not only would like to do more events, I hope James and I would like to host events one day. Yeah, we just got to support all the non-believers out there. To youtube.com/the Atheist Network Group, as well as a grumpy old Cuss reminding us that, well, when we're listening to any argument that says the earth is 6,000 years old, the earth is flat, it makes us go, what are you talking about? It is so weird that something so descriptive, like, you don't prescribe what you want the shape of the earth to be. I always love the people that are conspiracy theorists that don't want to say so. Then they say, I'm not a flat earther. I kind of look at myself as in between. I'm just a round earth skeptic. No, the earth's round. It doesn't give what you care. Like, I don't. Some of the things are up for debate. Whether you like tacos on Tuesday, okay, debate it. The speed of light, unless we're talking about special or general relativity, generally speaking, general. I made a pun somehow. Yeah, science doesn't care about your feelings. It's not a democracy. They look, once again, not to bring it up twice already in one podcast, but they consistently, when I talk about science, they're like, well, who are you? I don't know why it has this stereotypical accent, but who are you, tranny, to tell me about science? You don't even know your gender. Oh, no. Well, first of all, I'll take my word for it. I do, and if you want to meet me after the podcast, we can talk about it more. I always find the ones that are confused are the ones that won't share their browser history with anyone that comes within 30 feet or the FBI. But I forgot I was roasting them where I lost my something about they're always just in the closet. Somehow, some way, but that's okay. We also are sending love to Diana Smith, reminding us that 51%. Oh, what the hell was it? Iran. No, not Iran. Iran. Be very specific. Iran is actually having almost like a semi-revolution, but they're the revolutionists are trying to counter back. But the Taliban, the Iraqi Taliban, has banned women from teaching and being in universities. It really is. Once again, I understand that Islam and Christianity and I guess Hasidic Judaism, it all predates the Handmaid's Tale, but like they all give off just Handmaid's Tale vibes. The little things. What is up, Judith and Michael Smith and Hillary's emails? I saw Hillary's emails over at Pine Creek. I love Pine Creek. I love Doug. It's a Rubik's. What is up? What is up, everyone? Secular pagan mama, merry meet, happy Yule, and happy New Year's Eve. Amy Newman, James, and chat. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I love your icon. I mean, I look like stereotypically someone who enjoys The Nightmare Before Christmas a little bit too much. And I do. It really is great. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 Anyway, what's up, KCA Ranty? Da, 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 da. And everyone. Pieta. Peter has been producing amazing shows. Not just his Gonna Go For It show, but R and Raw, Atheist Jr. He has had his hands in many buckets. I think he's held Mark. Sending love out there. And if not, Mark does amazing content. So you should check out Mark Reid's content too. Amazing debater. We're about to have more debaters. Speaking of debaters, James kind of is like, hey, I really want this 9/11 thing to be a 2v2. So it may be a 2. I'm good with either way. I feel bad for Rose, but I kind of like 2v2s, and I understand why James will want that. So I see both sides as the moderate. Well, I think Rose knows that I would treat her decently, even if I get spicy. And that's true. I can't promise my interlocutor is not going to be condescending. I understand. I can't even put down the people on my team because it's hard not to talk to a fellow round earther and be like, don't be condescending. Because I think I can make a good, just like you were saying, like you say it maybe a little bit's needed. Maybe it just makes me the good cop to the bad cop. It shouldn't have.
I mean, we really don't need to be coddling these flat earthers. They're yeah.
We'll see. Can I tell you? And so here you go. I'll give you my opposite. I think they expect everyone to be mean to them, and so they put up this natural shield. And it's just so hard to get in new information when everyone treats you. I mean, they are a conspiracy theorist, and so we treat them like. I guess it's hard. It's hard. You got to find a middle ground because you have to absolutely bat down all of the crazy things that they say.
I just think a lot of them are grifters, and they're not even arguing in good faith. It's just
sure.
Maybe at one point they were flirt, but now it's become a business, and even if they, didn't think it was true anymore, I mean, what are they going to do? Give up all the, the subscribers, the views, and the
I wish they would.
Have?
Now I get that they would all be called sellouts at the very beginning, but they'd get an opposite fan base. There are people out there that listen. You're not going to become rich by becoming a fight the flat earther, but there at least is a available path out there. But I agree with you that, well, first of all, Rose is very specific. I know she is a sweetheart, even though I disagree with almost everything that she says. Some of these guys are assholes. And so it's hard not to throw punches back. I'm sitting here saying kumbaya, but you've heard me get spicy too. I have my own kind of limit where if people are saying, not only if they're saying bullshit, because we hear stupid shit all the time. It almost will make me break if we hear Ultimated here long enough, him talking about his better half. But there are sometimes when they're mean, when they're being assholes, and you have to, I don't want to punch down, but you at least have to throw punches or they're just going to keep on being mean. Yeah. So I guess that's how I suss that out. What were we doing? I like how, oh my God, are all three cats in here? Is Penelope behind me? I see Moonlight's in here now. Yeah, Moonlight's in here. And baby...
Got meows coming from every direction.
You have no idea. And it's just so funny. The first two cats, they were hesitant. Moonlight has been kind of open-minded because he wanted a playmate. But the cat and the dog have wanted to play with each other. And the dog is gigantic. And the cat is, the kitten is not so much. Yes, shout outs. Grumpy old Cuss, Diana Smith. Oh yeah, fucking. I really do hope that the Taliban gets overtaken. It's not going to be. I think the U.S. government. I'll tell you, I don't think that the U.S. government should have invaded. I think once we did invade, our priority should have been for the people. Oh, I can connect it to 9/11 because, like, it's like the difference between a conspiracy we all know is true and a fucking bullshit conspiracy. Like, we know Saddam did not commit 9/11. There's no good intel, as far as I could tell, as far as I've looked into, to tell that Saddam had any real connection to 9/11. We know for goddamn well sure that Osama bin Laden had people hired, trained before a TSA type of system was built to build fear into us. Because up until that point, there was a suggested, and this is, this is basically, I would say it's just at my time, because I was in middle school. But like most terrorists, you expected the plane to land. They wanted something. And this is the difference with religious fundamentalists. You cannot make a deal with someone no longer afraid of death and who actually thinks that death is the best outcome. Or at least you're fighting again, truly against the grain there. And so a government, our government took advantage of a religious fundamentalist to invade a country, probably not for the right reasons. We like to hope that it was for the fact that Saddam was an asshole. He really was. And it becomes the debate between autocracy versus theocracy. But once we were there and we had implemented all of the safety guards to make sure that the women and children oil fields were safe. After that, we probably should have made sure that the people were safe and that the people had a good time. Well, and I guess they did keep them safe. We should have.
Incredibly complicated.
Yes. Well, can I tell you what pisses me off? I guess I'm already doing that. Well, it's like, tell me what you really think. I think we were doing the right thing once you're there, because they actually had a form of seculocracy. The question is, how long do you have to be there? To be there for a generation or two. You have to be there for grandchildren passing on. And I know someone will say we were there for 20 years, but 20 years is not it collapses. Because those people, the Afghanistani government, were basically mercenaries. It is complicated. It's hard. You got to have people who really want to, especially when you have people who are saying, look, I got to just defend for myself right now. But then it just keeps on getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So now they're just taking all away their stuff. Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my. Good. Sending love out there. Can't help myself. It's one of the reasons why I dislike religion, why I'm an anti-theist. Islam comports itself to be a religious political system. And so once again, I want no prejudice out there to our Muslim brothers and sisters. Please don't hear all this talk about going after Islam. If you have a liberal Muslim sister wearing a hijab in your college dorm, please treat her with the utmost respect. chances are she's just trying to get through math homework or sociology or whatever class. Got to think bigger picture. It is the institutions, the religions. It's not even about the last prophet. It's that prophets don't exist. Do not. Man, that was a long tangent. But we're on our longer tangent. This is our last tangent of the new year, and then we're just going to give it to you guys and gals. Pat Lowinger doing research out in the real field in the real world. Actually we had Pat on here for many episodes to talk Skeptic to us just recently. If you are a channel member or a Patreon, you get access. I keep on saying it, but I really do. Just to list the thing. I need to make a trailer for Talk Skeptic to Me because yes, Gizmo and myself have a side hustle where we're producing channels and all of this stuff. But if you just support us in any capacity, chances are we will just produce you and on this channel because we just want to get your expertise or knowledge or experience out to the larger audience. If you I anything from like Pat actually has degrees, goes out into the field and has research, but I saw someone talking about trains out there. Look, if you just have expertise in the field, I would have Oz on here just to talk about the Socratic method because he's a beast in asking poignant questions that can connect with people. Like, I just want to get more people. In fact, one of the benefits of it being a true skeptic, I'll play my No True Scotsman card because I see lots of people, and it happens very much when you're at the adolescent age. And hi, my baby boy Moonlight. That, like I said, we were talking earlier, maybe in the just last stream, you want to call yourself rational, logical, probabilistic. You want to just name yourself true I fight with someone, true thinker. You just want to name yourself, like, if you just title it this, then you will actually be so. But the actual skepticism is just doubt. Is just being a merchant of doubt. Not believing in something until you have evidence. That's all it is. Simple but powerful. Just sprained, though. No fractures. Uh-oh, Jason Jacoby. I am sending love out to you. Not sound fun. What is bring? I love bees. I love bees. I love ants because they are also a social species. There's a lot of weird things within bees and ants that I've been learning lately. I think we were talking about slaver ants the other day. I mean, if there is no other species to convince you that, like, we're all just a fractal of some other thing or a copy, it's ants. Ants just do so much of what we do. The fact that needle cutter or leaf cutter ants, keep on saying it, do not eat leaves, but legit have agriculture and use those leaves. Let's try once. I didn't know you were a leaf. Puppy on camera. Yeah. Hi, Moonlight. You want to say hi to everybody? It's a kid. It's a kid. He's about to become lava. I think he wants to jump up. Oh my gosh. To always take care of the fur babies. Okay. It would suck to be an AN and also an introvert. Killer. There's so many cats on this podcast. And if you have cats, well, was Moonlight. Now the little one is now chasing Moonlight. Okay. Oh, and the little one ran. Where'd the little one go? The littlest one. The funny thing is, the littlest one thinks that she is in charge. She is stalking Moonlight right now because she hunts Moonlight's tail consistently. Okay, let Moonlight out. Oh my, I know, baby boy. You're like, she's such a diva. I know. Girls, what can I tell you? Ta-da-ta-ta. What's up, Pat? As I cough. Novice anus. Ah, I say that every other weekend. Novus anus. There she goes. Little one following Moonlight. Trouble following trouble. We were thanking Grumpy, Diana, Pat, Dale Fastel. We're looking for empirical evidence. That is one of the number one things that we get yelled at, is that if we just want empirical evidence, why even talk with us? What's up, Slicey Slicer? I saw you in the modern day debate on T-Jump's channel. Boom, boom. That was an interesting debate. I feel like I'm getting way more comfortable modding. I feel like I have finally figured out how to gain control without muting people, which is the most beautiful thing. I can raise and lower the temperature with this. With this right here, baby. This little turn timer. All I got to do is go boop and say, you know what? Let's go into 2 to 3 minute intervals. And the spice just kind of settles. And then you can let people go back at it. It's fantastic. What's up, Richard Madison? Want empirical evidence? Sorry. You'll have to. I thought that said Green Day. You'll have to wait for the signs of the Great Day. The Great Day. So, I just want you to know the signs of the Great Day, or Signs of the Great Day. Fantastic band. Band name right there. I've been starting to just get into keyboarding. I was freestyling last night, much to the dismay of probably Rachel. I think she had her headphones on. I would like to actually learn how to just do some traditional piano stuff. But woohoo! What is up, Maya? Happy New Year. Mm-hmm. To Mark and Michael and Jason and Judith and Slicey Slicer and Richard and Titan Uranus. Titan, when you go onto apologist channels, do they give you shit for your name? Like, I give you shit for your name, but it's only because I'm flirting with you. And because I'm secretly trying to think about butts. Woo-hoo. We are as our opening is going to be as much as our last video. So our last video really is considered short. I feel. Sending love to Dale Pastel, empirical evidence, Dave Gar, because we're kind of looking for, any evidence that the round would be flat. It is such a silly model. Anytime I ask the biggest problem I find that between the round and flat earth debates is that the round earthers want to answer too many questions. They think that if they think they can science their way out of it. And you can't. Can't science your way out of a flat earth debate. Look, you need to have science as your foundation. You can't have no science. You can't just go in there and say it's round because I just think so. That is not the correct answer anyway. And they get a lot of people because of our American and sometimes other countries' educational systems that don't have good answers. You should be able to explain why we can be able to look at a sun directly at noon and be able to measure in a different city at the same time and then do comparisons to see where the sun would be on a round and a flat earth, how it would be if we circumnavigated the earth, how it would be if we did not have trying to think, if ships did not lower under the horizon instead of just getting smaller indefinitely. All of these things. You have to have all these in your back pocket, and they should all be presented in your opening statement. After that, you got to figure out how to communicate why these why they're conspiracy theorists, because it goes way, way, way deeper than just the flat earth. Generally speaking, they believe in chemtrails. 9/11 was an inside job. Big Bang doesn't exist. Evolution doesn't exist. Adam and Eve do exist because it's tied to creationism. Somehow. No one knows how or why. But it just seems that if you accept one... Well, I guess we do know. There are passages in the Bible that can be taken, I would even say, leaning towards flat earth. You can do whatever you want in the Bible and stretch it to mean just round, and so you can interpret that as a sphere, and so... That's not our job, because the earth is round. That's for theists to fight over. Christians and Jews and Muslims, unfortunately, who try and retcon good portions of both. Dave Gar and Scott Duke and Answers in Atheism, reminding us that, animals don't just get poofed into existence. The poof model isn't that hot. We're not even talking about veganism. The animals aren't created for you, man. No. We mean, how did animals get on the planet Earth? Generally speaking, it wasn't poof. The game engine model of things. Even in a game engine, it just looks poofed, maybe to the user. My God, you have to go through all stuff. And that's in an actual creation, not just in fucking billions of years of roughing it through it until you get something like a giraffe with the laryngeal nerve going up like an escalator. But yes, Scott Duke and Reid reminding us that we have a skeptic Bible study. Yes, we do. And we're knee deep into Joshua, if you get what I mean. He took over for Moses because Moses got yeeted. He couldn't make it to the promised land. He made it up to the promised land and then died. What is this? Sagan called this planet a pale blue dot because from a space perspective, it looked like a disk. I am highly suspicion of anything called in this heaven perspective circle makes sense. Now, my question to you, Richard, because I love you. You are immense. You already know this. I love you. Know how much. But I do have to ask, do you think the earth is round or flat? Go like this. Go like this. What's up, Immutable Destiny? What is up, everybody? Trying to... If you keep on tagging at James W., even if he's in hell, and myself... Oh, Richard is not a flurf. Yes! Yes! Got you. You were saying the interpretation. My apologies so much. Though I have to ask that nowadays because James and I used to make fun. I think it is an oblong spheroid. Boom, baby. It 100% is an oblong spheroid. Yes, it is. Not a perfect sphere. Mostly. Now listen. Just because it's not a perfect sphere doesn't mean it's not perfect in our eyes. What's that, Skywatcher? Woohoo! Party. I'm gonna keep on going down the list. Like, not only do we have a Bible study, send love to Regis, but the wonderful, the lovely, amazing, the one and only Rachel Holland, reminding us that, well, yeah, slavery kind of never was morally right. Now, look, I'm not saying you go back in time. I get it. It's the hard decision because you are just doing in your family, and it's hard to become a freedom fighter and all this. However, if you were to ask whether you were to be in support of slavery, no matter what time in history, it's an easy, that shit's evil. Owning other people's property. And if you think that your God is pushing that there's a better form of slavery, that it was a works program, you might want to check if you're on the right side. Not just of history, but like the team. Like whether, if your God kind of ends each commandment with you might want to, see which team you're playing for. Anyway, sending love to Rachel and to Senator Cato, reminding us that, yes, we want the separation of church and state because it allows us to have all of our actual religious or non-religious views. You want to be religious, non-religious. A lot of times secularity gets confused for being an atheist. And I understand why, because it ends up being the rational people versus the irrational, and just so many secular people are rational. But yeah, being secular just means that the government, like a secular government, doesn't take a finger in what your religious views are. You could be Protestant or Catholic. My favorite thing about the Protestant and Catholic is they each call each other not Christian. Like whenever I'm like, they're like, yeah, Protestants and Christians. And they're like, yeah, Catholics and Christians. I'm like, okay, whatever. I get it. It's a schism and a holy war. That's really like a you guys problem and not like an us problem, but whatever. But sending love. And yes, like slavery is the antithesis of humanity. Unless you're worshiping your partner on your knees and getting a happy ending, you probably shouldn't be supporting slavery. It never was moral. Oh, thank you, Slicey Slicer. You're perfect. I always love Richard Madison's Peace and Respect. That is what that's similar to what Salam Aleikum means. I say Salam Aleikum to every Muslim that I meet. It's easy if you're wearing a hijab, but if I know that they're a male Muslim, I say it because I believe that assimilation. It's sad that I do have an ulterior motive. I mean, the first motive is being a decent human being, but I actually think that like it is like in the opposite, how someone goes out of their way when they figure out someone is a Muslim and they're trying to be rude to them. I go out of my way to be nice to them because that makes them feel more welcome, more assimilated. In my head, that has the effect that I want. It's more important to me than going up to them and being like, did you know their prophets don't exist? That's what we come on this channel for. Feels good. First of all, I have to do a little bit of like, it's like, I hate to say a gloat because I shouldn't be gloating. I did kind of like mourn when he went away from atheism, though I love Knock. I think Knock is an amazing person. There was a stream where I like wanted to give him a shout out and I didn't because the person I was attacking, I didn't want to mix him in with it. And yet now is a good time just to shout out Rage and say that he has always been amazing. Even when he had his little like spiritual moment or whatever, he spent most of it attacking Christianity, attacking other fundamentalist faiths, and basically doing most of what he still does now. But now he's back to being Rage. He kind of like was just like, I've been doing so much. I know the raging Buddhist. Well, exactly. He is like, I just ended up doing so much of the same content that I'm like, I'm back, baby. But okay, let's read the comment actually on. I was on Rage's stream yesterday. That's right, with P-Town. I remember that exactly. Because I lurk, I can't help myself. And I like P-Town, and yet I can only like bat some of his arguments away when he's on this stream, because when I'm on Randolph's stream, I feel so bad. I like let the other guys handle him because I don't want to bat him down, and because though maybe I should talk with him more because maybe I'm sweet. I can be a bitch myself, but I don't know. Anyway, he followed up with a lackluster knowledge of the Bible and told me I had to have faith to understand. There's a little bit of a rage in Pat at the bottom. I get you. P-Town is not a biblical scholar, and he that doesn't seem to be his backing. A cough. Give me 1 second. So he it's more a Kent Hovind guy. I've heard him give Kent Hovind talking points, and yet it's hard to say that he leans hard into that type of I'm saying P-Town equal Po-Town. Yo, can I tell you that it is hard to figure out, like, there's been certain theists that we've come across this year that it's just been hard to tell. I guess that is the notion of a Poe. But I would give Ultimated, without a doubt, the award this year for, like, just riding that line. Like, and I'll tell you why. Because I keep on thinking about him. I was on Ultimated's channel. He only has like 100 subs. And he did a 9-hour stream. A 9-hour stream for his 100th son. Now listen, James and myself have done 11-hour streams. It was the longest one. It's not our everyday, but Gizmo is in our back ear, making sure that we're always having high quality content. And so it just kills me on the inside that there is a guy that can sit there for 9 hours sitting and talking about his physical to completion relationship with God. That to me, holy moly, that is the award. I cannot name any. But you're right. But hey, we'll send love. P-Town's arguments are look at the eclipses. Oh my god. Which reminds us, of course, of the famous argument, well-renowned look at the trees argument that has been passed down for centuries. Look at the eclipses. What is up, Caterpillar? Hello, love bugs. We are warming up. This is basically a last warm-up. I will say it should be a little bit of a shorter warm-up because we are doing a house cleaning on the supporter list. We are going to make it so like it's a 1 month grace period. If you just go off and it's like the next day, we're not going to just take you off. You got 30 days because a lot of times shit happens. And we love everybody, even if you're just a subscriber or a viewer. Because I'm sure there are some people that maybe hate watch us. We're sending love to you too. I know that there are some evangelical and Dawas channels I'm not subscribed to, but I can't help them. YouTube sends them my way, and we just send that love right back. Woohoo! Where were we? Cato, I think? Yeah, Senator Cato, probably. Rachel, sending love. Senator Cato, separation of church and state, because screw that autocracy, theocracy bullshit. It is the worst, and Rachel would just once again like to remind you, not only is slavery easy, but James W. Easy is to be against, because I guess it's technically easy to be for slavery. You just go and take slaves. But religion is the only place we get that for, too. The only place we get a defense of pro-slavery. It's a Rubrix. What is up? Welcome to the Skeptic and Ranting YouTube channel community. Boom, 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 boom. Welcome on board, and welcome to the evolving badge system that will evolve naturally as time accumulates. The creationists say that we just worship time. Oh, thank you, time. They also like to use trajectory insults. Like, I have never heard anyone go, so you guys believe in genes, populations of genes evolving over time, but we believe, and that of course is a fairy tale, unlike our science, which is the talking snake, the burning bush, the guy coming back from the dead. Science. Oh yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. But thank you so much. It's a Rubik's. Welcome on board. And also sending love to James Wolfe. We howl at the moon. Thank you so much, James Wolfe. We do a lot of midnight streams. This is actually early for us. It's about to hit 10 p.m., which is basically daylight. It's hard because you go out, you burn. People try and throw water at you, hold a cross up to your head. It's terrible. I'm like, this is the worst CVS experience I've ever had. Sending love to James Wolfe. Once again, James Wolfe, Mark Reid. It is these are just, I want to just send love, just one last yearly addition to our NASA team. You know, it's hard. Mark has to get an accent even though he lives in the United States. As a NASA shill, he has to pretend each and every day. James, Mark, Beamsy, they just Beamsy lives a little bit closer. He doesn't have to be a shill, but he's the one who started the shillings. I always like to think of the UK as like our daddy, but we broke away. We were like the cool kids. But now I love all of secular society. In fact, I'm getting away from calling it the West, because what I'm realizing is it has nothing to do with that. Like, it's really just about secular societies coming together as a whole. Because there's really like 3 different things, and all of them are all the shit that we all have heard about. Like, you either have a political system that is run by capitalism, communism, which is both of which you could say come from the third of religion, the Abrahamic. All of these people, because Marx was a German, he has an Abrahamic background and became an atheist. You have these Islam, which is a political system in and of itself, which is really just a sharing of Judaism and Christianity. All of these smorgasbords, these are all what's really on the plate. And in my opinion, it's going to be secular liberal society. It's going to be that middle ground, the mixed economy, the all of that. We're just so awesome. That freedom they were trying to sell. And once you actually support freedom, just like that Satanist on that last episode, it's actually easy to bat away the nonsense people that try and use it like a weapon. It's why I hate people who use the word family to knock other families. Those people are anti-family. They may sit there and say whatever, but say they are pro-family. But if you are using that word to attack other people, chances are you're an asshole. Science, baby. That's right. And science doesn't care about your feelings. Also, just because it's on topic, never trust an atom. They make up everything. Yeah. Da. I love that you're rethinking the use of Western in this sense, Amy Newman. Thank you. I agree. I think it's important. You're rad. Woohoo! Thank you so very much, Caterpillar. I agree. I have to I don't want to. I don't know. I know it sounds terrible. I don't want to give off an imperialistic vibe. I hate the racist and the prejudice and these hyper nationalistic assholes that try and judge people. And I honestly think it has nothing to do with any one system. I think it is when we shed religion, just to keep it on topic, that just the hate for the LGBTQ, the hate for women and minorities, it just sheds, and people just have society. They're just not they're nice to each other. I'm reusing the word assholes maybe a little bit too much, but gee, golly willikers, if people would just stop being assholes. I like to think I'm a better singer. I'm kind of a goober as a dancer, but I try. Like, I try and be cutesy to Rachel, like, as I leave, and I'm always like, I might need to do more squats, though. Yes, freedom versus control. They always want, like, a fake version of freedom. It's this weird, it's like, and not only is it freedom versus control, it's like they want to use the word freedom to control. And I see Twitch. That's right. I'm sending that out there. We're getting close to 100 too, which is amazing. Amazing. Kind of like Jesse Lee Peters' sexuality. At Amy Newman Skeptic, come join us at the Twitchosphere. If you hear that in the background, it's reminding us, we have a whole bunch of reminders to do Cooper's drops. The big puppy put drops in his eyes, and then I should be taking my pills. But yes, almost done. We're chugging along. We can't, but so much love. James, Senator Cato, James Wolfe reminding us, and I see James Wolfe all over. He reminds us that we howl at the moon, and once again, that's why I got into it. That James is a hired actor. Mark is a hired actor. NASA pays them well, though. It was hard. I saw that Mark had to do a debate defending his agency. That was nice. I actually know someone who works for... I was on a bowling team with someone who works for NASA. I still am on a bowling team, technically. I'm the backup. Rachel, this household has... And I got there into cybersecurity. Not only that, but... if he's out there, if he's listening, I should shout out his podcast. And he's a James, too. He's fucking cute, too. Now if he knows... Shouldn't be saying that. Even though Rachel and I just sit there in the back of the bowling alley, just basically fawning over him. Though, he does music though, and I should be shouting out his fucking music. That's what happens. Okay, start thinking about cute guys. As well as James Wolfe, who is also a cute guy. And Disciple Day. When did I define my anatomy? No, your agency. You defended your job because you are a paid Nash's shill. And so it must have, I'm sure there were, I know that you spend most of your day creating CGI for the space station, but you took a break from that to be on Modern Day Debate and defend. So it was a good debate. It was sending love also to Disciple Day. Welcome back, Skywatcher. Always important to feed your cat. So many cats. I have cat food over there. And this one's passed out on a chair that she always thinks. It's like the dog lays in things that's so much smaller. She will lay in things that are so much bigger. But yes, always important to take a look at cats. Okay, adjust the matrix. I can't tell if I'm a face. The face is here. You see the face? No face? That's okay. Kitty cam. That's true. Cats are best. Well, and I will say, and to dogs. Then I see the dogs. I'm actually a dog and a cat person. I am very biased in that I love all of Carnivora. Carnivora A, I think is the proper clad, which has dogs, cats, hyenas, which are kind of in between, but kind of lead toward cat, but they're whatever. Bears, seals, otters. Why am I thinking? There's something I'm missing out. Probably a few things I'm missing. Foxes. I think that's most of the great ones. Yeah, seals. Seals are carnivora. They are predators. Indeed, they are. And all of the amazing ones. They're all smart. They all have these slinky things as children. They all kind of look like ferrets. Yeah, they all look kind of ferrety. And they're amazing. Want to hug them all. It would be why, I mean, I look at Cooper. Cooper looks like a small bear. And I would have to hold off from not dying if I ever saw a bear. Casey is like, cows are just big dogs. Moo. Wolverines, Fossa, Kivets, Merkits. Very closely related to the Merkits. Sending love to Disciple Day, a skeptic. A skeptic theist. They do happen. We actually have a lot of pagan skeptics on the community. I keep on looking at the cat. She's so cute. As well as, I know Disciple Day is a Christian. So you could be, James and I are skeptics because of our atheism, but you don't have to be. Be you, whatever your skepticism leads you to. But also, the final two. It's the final countdown. Ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum. Ian Davenport, all over. I see him. I keep on looking at chat. Well, pick me. I can't help it. I pick you all. I love you all. And I'm sending love to Ian because he sends us love all over the interwebs. Mwah. A heart. He reminds us to look at the trees. And that we are also a Bahamut. Isn't Bahamut so cute? Bahamut. Are we going to have a good year, Bahamut? Okay, he wasn't sold at first, but then he became sold on it. Good. Thank you so much, Ian. Amazing. And also, last but not least, sending love to Abcdeig. Boo 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 boo. Yeah, I need to make a Bahamut like icon, like a cuddly. He's of course hoisting and summoning your soul so that you can spend forever next to the lake of the damned. But he's so cute. He's so cute. Yes, he is. You are. But sending love, Abcdeig, reminding us there isn't a Bahamut icon. I know. Just like we need to make a Gizmo one. Guy who does the real thing because it's a sheep. He does look a little bit like a sheep. A little bit sheepish. Though the fangs, he's got little fangs and purple eyes, and he almost looks like a demon from like a Mario game. Like I can imagine him. Kind of like a boss or something, or maybe a helper. Who knows? But sending love, so much love, Matt, because he's just reminding us we know how a galaxy came to be, how it formed, how the periodic table formed from supernova. There is a very complex but nuanced answer from young Earth creationists, and that's... Did you hear that? Yeah, and that poof, that was the science. Woohoo! What's up, Asa? boo. Amy and James, mucha love. Y'all have my best wishes for 2023. Keep up the great work. Love and LGBTQ allyship and science. Yo, I'm just sending love right back to you. And we should be normalizing atheism. Can't say it enough. So sending love, pasta, sending love, pseudonym. What is up? Woohoo! And I always want to say Namado's, it's a Marvel name. What is up, Nidamos? Nitty. I just like Nitty. My pronunciation, I have fantastic. I've also always tested fantastic for comprehension. But pronunciation? But I get there. I get there eventually, ladies and gents. But yes, one more time, I do want to thank all of the people who send in super chats, all of the people who join channel membership, and of course, all of our Patreons at patreon.com/Amy Newman, which helps us make even more fun content. All of the super chats, I think we're going to try it one more time. However, unlike our other fundraising times, we're going into open mic. We like our open mics on this channel. It only took us like an hour, man. But this will become a little bit shorter open houses, hopefully, on our next open housekeeping. If you are in the one tier, you may not have vocal shout outs, but you'll still have shout outs on the screen, like are in there, shout outs on the credits, or shout outs in the description. Million of ways we're going to keep on shouting you out. We just want to tidy things up so that we can get amazing content. However, we still have shout out tiers. And so if you still like the shout outs, we still have shout out tiers. Yeah, we just want everyone to win. And so that's our quick and easy of that. Do you have a Skype? I do have a Skype. I tend not to use Skype as much anymore. I tend to use Zoom for that type of activity. And I also am tending to use Discord more. And I also have Twitch. That's right. As well as, not only do I have love for Twitch, but the badges are being uploaded into there. And I have to, I know I've been procrastinating on the Flare, but Flare is coming. Whole bunch of other more fun stuff. That's what I was thinking, rubrics. But hey, I'm sure I have it if someone needs it. But it always is funny. It's like asking if it was hot at one point. I remember my MySpace. It's how I came out on MySpace. Oh, those were the times. And now I don't even talk about that stuff anymore. I do. I do because I get forced. Not that I think I've become a much stronger defender of actually LGBTQ people because of having to. However, my Christian friend is live and takes debates. Do you want to join him? I would say he's going to have to come on here. I would normally say yes. I want to do more impromptu debate shows, but we're about to open it up to our open mic. But if he's a Dawaist or a evangelical, then he is more than welcome to come on here. And if it happens again, I'll go on. Not that I won't go on there. We just have designated slots. I'll do an impromptu debate you and head over there. But I love debate. I said Dawas. You said my Christian friend. Yeah, evangelical, bring them on. Bring us the good news. And I'll tell you, I do have an extremely northeastern accent. My mom is from Brooklyn and my dad is from Philly, and I grew up in that area. And so I'm a Northeastern. I'm going to get my Philly cheesesteak with a glass of water, and I'm going to have me a good time. Woo! Thank you, Pat. Doon, doon, doon. Ooh. See, I love Baltimore. Baltimore, D.C. I basically live in the entire Northeastern. It's not entirely wrong. But the show that we're doing, our Street Epistemology show, happens right in the capital. And so, so that's right. Drives Rachel crazy. She's like, the D is where? Where? What? You don't want a nice cup of coffee? I don't know what you're talking about. You want some cream in your coffee? All right, enough of my shenanigans. Oh, I forgot. I'm all ready. I'll send the StreamYard link while I'm going into my my opening statement, because I actually have an opening statement. It's like a really quickie. Just a short reach around. One of us will bend over, one of us will take our pants off, and the other of us will see if we can get lockjaw. But the StreamYard link is in jail. The StreamYard link is in chat. And with that, a godless good year. Because every year is a godless year when a god does not exist. This means no one is watching us 24/7, 365, even when you're on the loo, unless you're into that. But this god gives no flying about consent. Seemingly, all they care about, day in, day out, is being worshipped. Even if this is the MO of most supervillains. And to make matters worse, they often have long lists from dead people with rules about as dated as they are. If it takes Iron Age goat herders to tell you not to kill someone, well, how about here's a random tranny on the internet. Don't kill people. It's bad. Boom! No God needed. In fact, religion seems to make questions of morality harder, not easier. A bit like my girl deck. Anyway, the good news is that every year, non-belief seems to be spreading. At least anywhere that technology, education, and information have open access. So when I say, I hope you have a good, godless New Year, I'm hoping for many more in the future too. Whether that be Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Mormonism, or Jews in space, Hinduism, and all the rest don't have good evidence to support their claims. That makes the atheist job so much better. Thank you. And all right. With that, we are about to break into the open mic. I am going to pin it, but I already see we got one person behind stage. We already got Pieter back here. But if you would like to be Midnight Ranting on a Godless good year, then now is your chance, because we are moving into the Midnight Ranting open mic. Oh, I'll actually say, and if you would like to see your comment or question on screen, I'll try and show it while if someone is not talking or if it's relevant or something like that. Tag at James W. or at Amy Newman. Now we're going into the Midnight Ranting open mic. Woo! What is up, Pieter? Welcome to our Midnight Ranting open mic on a Godless good year. I hope you are doing fantastic. And what are your thoughts about the topic or anything we talk about tonight?
I chose to put my thoughts into video. So,
Oh my!
I've been busy today, and I want to share with you.
Woohoo! Oh, you better get out of there, because that's looking pretty good.
See, and I got it back here too. So, yeah, my thoughts on the topic. I wish we could get rid of fireworks because animals get scared.
True.
We had a 13-year-old boy losing his hand a couple of days ago. We'll have to wait and see what happened tonight. Probably going to get worse. But I do want to make a shout out for, which reminds me of something you did earlier. So when talking about knock, Amy,
Yes.
you should be careful about what you say, because you said, I think it's time to shout out rage. Well, shouting out rage, I don't know. I don't know if that's what you meant.
Oh,
my sound is muddy.
No. I was talking about a specific brand of theist that.
Yeah, I know, but so you said it like that, and my brain just,
Gotcha.
ADHD, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But here's the good thing. Our dear friends in the United Kingdom, however you want to say it, they managed to shut down the fireworks in Scarborough because of Big Willie. Did you hear that?
I did not.
You did not hear about Big Willie?
Well, I've heard a lot of Big Willies, or I've seen a lot.
This is up your alley, because you're going to see Big Willie. I brought Big Willie to the show. They shut down the fireworks because they had a lost walrus. Yeah, how would you call it? Well,
A W. Look at the size of his cake. Go on, kid.
Aww.
Put Corey on it. Yeez, go on, boy. What's it?
Listen, Peter. You all wake up in the morning and testosterone's flowing.
What better way to start the new year if you're walrus than having a wank in public and having the entire fireworks shut down? No one can top that.
Well,
No
at
one,
least something went bang. Tip your waitress, folks.
I mean, yes. Well, okay. So that's basically my little intro. Oh, all right. We do have someone here who's been up all night, right? Yeah, you've been up all night. Yeah. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Yeah, Happy New Year, baby boy.
Oh,
Is it girl or boy?
he's a boy.
Boy, Happy New Year, baby boy. And all right, with that, Peter, welcome on board. And we only got one more person, though I'm sending it back out there. If you are a theist, especially of the young earth creationist variety, come one, come all. But yes, welcome on board. And we're going to get Mark Reid. What is up? We are Midnight Ranting on a Godless Good Year. And what are your thoughts?
Hello, happy new year, everybody. I am obviously already in the new year. I'm not sure. Oh, it's so close to the cutover, isn't it? Or has it just been? No, you've got a couple of hours to go. Okay, well, happy new year for whenever it's happening for you in the world. Man, that walrus, I can't criticize him. I've spent more than one New Year's like him, so you know I'm not gonna point fingers at people or walruses. He looked like he was having a good time, so more power to him. And I don't think there's any laws against walruses masturbating in public, so apparently he's fine. He's fine. What do I think about it? You know what occurred to me while I was watching? I was like, well, since this is a secular holiday, right? There's no religious connotation about New Year's. Does that mean that if a Christian celebrates New Year's, they are appropriating atheism? Because if we celebrate Christmas, we're appropriating Christmas, right? But if this is a secular holiday, well, then, you know, I've just noticed it doesn't work the other way round kind of thing. You know, when it's a non-religious holiday, they're still... Anyway, but happy New Year to everybody. It's so good to see everybody. Amy, love you. It's so good to see you. Peter, love you. So good to see you. The chat's amazing at the moment. It's the best people. It's Titan and Maya and Caterpillar and Pat and yeah, everybody. Skywatcher. Hello, love to see you. This is fantastic. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say apart from that.
And we're late because obviously you're far, far in the future. But how's 2023 looking?
Oh, it's looking very, very 2023. I think it's meeting my expectations at the moment. We have, you know, it's only been one day, so I think it's a bit early to tell. But all in all...
Oh, no, I just wanted to know if we have flying cars yet.
No.
He said it's only been one day while Amy's still stuck in 2022.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
But I will say...
Amy,
the Americans are always really hard. Behind.
Yeah, the Americans will get there eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually, we always do catch up. Sometimes it takes us a few years, not just a day. But I will say, creationist, you have 30 to 45 minutes of pure open micness. Now is the time to come on. Because I promised Rachel I would get us out of here so that I can at least spend the new year with her. But that I'm going to be traditionally, just like myself, I'm going to be cutting it way late and getting out at like 11 p.m. So we're going for 30 to 40 minutes.
I wouldn't allot time to us too. Let's face it, Peter and I are just. I don't think we're worth it, to be honest with you.
Oh, I love
No.
both of you. You both are my debate champions. The hard problem is not finding atheists or this is why theism is going away, ladies and gentlemen. Why is it so easy to find atheist debaters? And yet, if I want to find a creationist, I don't know. It's like trying to think of an example. All of a sudden, they just go poof.
Speaking of debates, and I can blame you for this still, because I had a
What's up, big bro?
I think a little over an hour and a half conversation with our good friend Perry. Remember Perry?
Oh,
The
preacher.
man who alone is responsible for your longest video ever, Amy Newman.
Someone asked. There were like 11 hours, and I never got to explain. Thank you. Yes, the longest stream on this channel is with Pieter, and who he's hoping was going to be his new best friend, which was Perry, because they met on this stream, and Perry had a challenge. That was, if you could listen to his video all the way through, you will be a Christian.
45 minutes. 45 minutes.
We've heard this claim from numerous times, but we were like, we're up to the challenge.
Yes, and reviewing those 45 minutes took us
Well, hold on.
close to 11 hours.
And as he was on that stream, setting it up, Peter and Perry were like, oh my God, this is great. Let's get this started. And what it ended up being is a debate that those 45 minutes to go through that one video, 45 minutes, 11 hours, 11 fucking hours. Because that way, and you say, why didn't you do it in two pieces? Because Perry kept on being like, no, if you do it in two pieces, it doesn't work. That means like you lose the Slim Jim challenge and
the magic vanishes for some reason. Yeah, it's
you have to start all over.
The Jesus magic doesn't work if you split it in two. It doesn't work.
But the fun part was that Christians came in and told him it didn't work.
Oh my God. No, well, he gets, I've never met almost any Christian who agrees with him. Now he'll listen to that and be like, of course, no one agrees with me because I'm the true person that has it right. As everyone else looks and turns to the person next to them and goes, aha, you don't get it. I'm the one. It's like, okay, yeah, we've heard it. But what's up, Nick?
He did a stream a couple of days ago, reading stuff from the Bible again. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to jump on and I'm going to ask him why I should believe the Bible. And I asked, that was my only question. Do you have a good reason for me to believe the Bible? After an hour and a half, guess what? He had no good reason to believe the Bible. Oh.
That sounds about right.
Failure number 3, actually. He didn't cry this time. The time before that, when I joined his show, he started crying, which was sad. And then the Christians in the chat told him that they didn't like him, and then he cried even more because no one likes him, which was funny.
But we, like Nick, who is in time, on time, you should go check out your channel if you're looking for a skeptic who does the news. Does the news sounds very kinky, but we're going to put it like that. Anyway,
is Nick there? I've got a bone to pick with Nick. Hold it. Where is he?
Oh my, that also sounds kinky. What's up, James Wolfe? Also, Michael Smith, I saw you backstage. We're about to bring you on if you want to come back. And I'm also got to get Sinister Porpoise in here. But we're looking for theists, creationists. Anybody who wants to join us? I'm trying to get everybody in. Mark's doing that. We're just going to add in Sinister Porpoise. What is up? We're Midnight Ranting on a Godless Good Year. How have you been, and what are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, Good evening, everyone. I am the Sinister Porpoise. When you think of Sinister Porpoises, think of the Sinister Porpoise. And, well, it's been an interesting year, hasn't it?
It has been.
So it has been.
Also, we need to get Mark a hat.
Yes, definitely.
I'm trying to find... Normally I have my sports hat. Mark's like hiding.
Mark's
But yes, a godless, a good year to all of us. I will keep on saying it. Creationists, Young Earth, Variety, especially, come join us. Tell us. We will give you as much time as you want. Well, I say that. Let me say that again. Within reason, so that we can have a fruitful dialogue. Because then I'm going to get someone from Preacher in here, and he'll be like, well, you said I could do... Oh, my God. That was worth the wait. That really was. I thought the joke was you were hiding. Yeah. That is...
He looks like an early...
It's lacking a certain something.
No.
Musket, maybe?
Yes, Mr. Bond.
Yes.
I expect you to die.
You have to do that with a Russian accent now.
Yes, I don't know accent. Yes, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die. Dos Vyondya. I don't do accents.
With a thick Russian accent.
And
I can't stand Europeans.
Pour some vodka on all of you, because we're going to add Michael Smith in here. And I love everybody, including Michael Smith. What is up? We're Midnight Ranting on a godless good year. What is up, and what are your thoughts? I can't believe he just said something that daring and yet so bold.
Oh, I just want to congratulate Peter on his homage to Gallagher.
Hey, homage to Gallagher?
Gallagher? The computer game? Atari game?
The comedian with the sledgehammer.
The guy who would hit the watermelon. He's basically a meme at this point because I think he's very much dead.
Oh.
I'll have to look that up. I'll have to look that up. I'm Dutch, so we don't get all the memes.
I'll have to mail you some of them.
I assure you, you're missing nothing with Gallagher.
It would be a nice.
Well, I can think of one right off the bat. This is your brain. This is your brain on creationism.
I was going to say it's going to be a nice one from the regular nudie pics that you send me. Never mind.
Oh my! I only send those on Tuesday. Peter, stop trying to skip your time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you send them on Discord, and I'm not on Discord every day, so I'm getting them every day of the week.
This hat is going to get so hot. I can't do this. I'm sorry. Wow. It's like really hot over here, like insanely so. A Russian hat was a bad call. It was bad.
Is it really hot? It is so cold out here that it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Hi, O'Sullivan. Oh, I should present this in a channel, the Discord that hates us. Keep on talking.
Oh, okay.
You don't see a lot of Aussies with fur hats.
No, our friend got it
my first.
Ages ago, like it's just a souvenir from Russia from years and years and years back. My best friend.
Russia.
From Russia. Well, let's not talk about it. Let's keep it fun. So, where's the creationist, Amy? Is he coming in?
Doesn't seem like it.
Currently sending. So Michael Smith joined and then went out. I'm currently sending our link into two Discord channels that have a lot of theists in there, just because I can't help myself.
Why not? You should come in, Nick. You should come in and.
Michael Smith said he's overheating too.
I have someone here
what
who's not
you're
an
doing,
atheist
Michael
who's free to
Smith,
come on.
but you can't do that on camera. Not on this channel.
Because no cat is an atheist.
Because they think they're gods? Goddesses?
It's okay, Effie. Besides, she's mad at me.
Oh, we have a genius in chat.
Please, O'Sullivan, come in. I would love to hear Elon Musk level of genius.
But I it's just what I was talking about earlier. I'm always skeptical of people who think. I noticed that truly smart people, like, they understand and give their expertise over to other, like they're like, hey, I know this thing, but then over here I need this person, over here I need this person, and then this person just goes away. Peter's gone. Okay, we're gonna get Michael Smith. Try and go. Number 2, Michael Smith.
Can you hear me? Check 1,
Or
2.
attempt number 2.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. What's up, Michael Smith? We're Midnight Ranting on a godless good year, and how are you today? And what are your thoughts?
It's 10:40 p.m. where I'm at. What's the time for you guys?
Same.
10:40 p.m.
Okay.
Also.
Yeah. They're good.
11:40 a.m. the next day.
Yeah, I'm not-
Which is why we're going for about another 30 minutes, and then we're going to go to outros.
So you must be on East Coast, right, Michael?
yeah,
East Coast
I'm.
USA?
I think Mid-Eastern. So like
Okay, at East
Great Lakes
time,
area.
Yeah, gotcha. Oh, lovely.
Mm.
And how are you doing today?
Yeah.
Tonight. Sorry,
I'm
tonight.
doing good.
Tonight.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Also,
I'm
thank
drinking. That's why I'm taking advantage of being like super loosey goosey.
you. What are
Just
you
gonna be drunk for tonight.
drinking?
Screwdrivers.
Worthy time to be. Woo-hoo. Also,
Heck yeah.
thank you so very much, James Wolfe. That was an interesting debate. And I'm happy because sometimes a debate with T-Jump can get spicy, as T-Jump's my another brother from another mother, but went well. That was a good debate.
Wow, O'Sullivan's getting kind of antsy in the back room.
Where's all the weed at? It's not legal in this state. Go to one of the other states around us.
I could feel it. He has a playful notion. There's no way that dude is a fundy. But I mean, if he is a fundamentalist, please join us. Tell us why we are idiots.
Color me intrigued.
Oh, you guys aren't talking about me, right?
No.
Oh no,
Direct
we're
with
talking
O'Sullivan.
about someone in chat name.
I just want everyone to know that I'm not like an extremist in any way. So yeah, I'm not a creationist.
It always
I
makes
did
me
get into
Welcome.
suspicious
creationism.
when someone introduces themselves and says, I'm not an extremist. Like, that always makes me feel a bit weird. Like, should you be? I don't.
It's okay. I believe that the planet is shaped like a crouton, and that specifically that it goes within a salad, which is we all got our own beliefs. Anyway, let's bring on. I will say I will let him on, even though I can already see backstage that I feel like I don't know. We generally have like a $300, a $400, like a $500 dress code. We're gonna let. He's sick. This is why we bring these subjects up, because the list. There we go. All right.
A $500 dress code, is that for
Now,
all of us combined? Or?
Look, Porpoise, don't say that hat right there. I know is at least like $700 to $800. We are going to now properly bring in Nick. We are Midnight Ranting on a godless good year. It is lovely to have you here. And what are your thoughts?
I want to make it clear to everybody that I am an extreme moderate. I'm very forceful about being as applying as much charity and being as reasonable as possible. I really won't tolerate
lies.
I want you to know this is being recorded.
Okay. Well, in that case, listen, Mark. This is the humiliation that I suffered that day. So just that you got your ass handed to you sorry, I meant wait, I'm talking, is Mowdy in the stream? No, I think you did an awesome job in your debate against Mowdy. And I was delighted to moderate. Would have been nice if somebody had told me I was moderating more than 3 seconds ahead of the show, but that's fine.
I can't believe he didn't tell you. That's insane.
Nobody told me it was a joke either. I'm sitting there going halfway through, like, okay, this is the weirdest. You have that little picture of Maddie going, ah, and I'm just like, this is the weirdest debate I have ever moderated for in my. Yeah, no, I had no idea.
I thought
preparation is for quitters.
I thought Michael Granado was moderating that.
So
he may just not have come in. I was because I was producing. I had to be there for the full 15 hours anyway.
Right,
and it's just like, oh, why don't you moderate? I was just like, oh, it's not like you guys are getting the best production quality on YouTube, and you want me to moderate too. It's like, okay, fine.
Christopher
if you told me that you were
Maldi
being
asked
clowns.
to a mock debate, right, for New Year's kind of thing. He wanted people to do things for New Year's. Pinged me, and I said, "What do you want me to do?" And he's like, "You must debate me." And so we decided on a mock subject of, is psychology a real science? And I was taking the negative. Unfortunately, he didn't tell anybody else that it was a mock debate, so people thought I was being serious. And made a lot of people very angry, like very angry.
Well, and they did have a moderator, and I was there because I was producing the thing. You're like, oh, Nick, do you mind moderating? I was like, sure. Yeah.
There's only one real science. Computer science. Everything after
snap.
that is not worth studying.
Real fire. Well, and I'm going to interrupt both of you because, Sullivan, I want you not to be like, I just assume you are a troll, and you're fine. Trolls are welcome on this channel. But like,
Mark's here.
We got ourselves here. But like, I want you to be real. Who wants to know why gay? I wish that said why the gay happens, but it says who wants to know why gay happens. That's almost as good. I'll take that. And I want you to know I am dying to know why gay happens. And so you are asking, is this a gender politics or a creation debate? I'll be honest with you. I'm learning that there really is not that big of a separation as you would think, in that, like, the people who give a shit about gender and sexuality tend to be the people teaching in a sociology class or in the closet. One of those, like, it's either on topic. I have just found very weird. Like, we'll have like a subject like, why did Jesus resurrect? And like, someone will come into the chat and they'll be like, why do gays love dick? They're like, that's not even close to the topic. And it's like, why is that even on your mind? That just seems, maybe it's just a fact. Now, once again, I'm a genius, not a troll. Okay, that proves that statement, basically. So thank you. At least that saves us. I will now explain why gay happens. I want you to know that when you say that, it just makes me think. Imagine someone going like, okay, are we ready? Ready? On your mark, get set. Not gay. Okay.
Can I just say that
absolutely
gay happens in my house frequently.
Oh my.
I don't need to know why it happens. I just like to watch.
It's true.
There you go. No, nothing to be sorry about.
Nope.
Not at all. Sounds like a great weekend. Can you shush for a minute? You're distracting me.
Oh, no.
Sullivan.
He's new.
He's got problems finishing. Watch out.
There's no shushing, Amy.
If
not possible.
If the loud box thing is shouting at you, we may have a problem. You're like, why is this not shutting off?
If only it really were logical, probable, plausible in the chat.
Oh dear, I'm really glad it's not.
Hey,
what?
Hey, Amy. You know how like when I get online and I talk and like fucking, I pick up all this After Effects and shit just from me like moving around. Is there a way to stop that? Because I don't want like annoying stuff. And I know that's what I usually do. But
you have a sensitivity issue, not on your skin, but like on the microphone. Is that it is either kind of expanding outward too much. You got to draw that in.
Or just
not physically.
I mean, the microphone on my phone is picking up. I mean, when I listen to the recordings, Go ahead.
Michael, as the major designer and most infamous producer on YouTube, we can't stop After Effects.
And as someone who used to be Steve Jobs, I
just don't know if there was like some
what's happening is that on your phone, it's on an all talk because unless you have somehow put a push to key, but because it's trying to constantly pick up all the noise, it cannot delineate between your voice and all of the background noises that are going on. So the moment that that you're speaking and it's loud enough, it goes on. And now that it's on, it's just picking up everything that is,
Yeah, I know what you mean. I was just thinking if I could cut it out because freaking like when I watched like videos of like videos where I am in the chat or we're in the live stream and I'm talking, I hear all this clutter and crap and stuff. And I've heard other people who use Android phones talking into it, and they seem to work totally fine for them. But for me, it's as if every time I move my friggin' fingers around on the damn phone, it picks it up. So I have to like hold it in place with 2 fingers very meticulously, you know?
Well, I assume you have it. You have the stream then on speaker, right?
Yeah. Yep. So I'm just on like where it's picking up my.
You need to wear headphones when you go on a stream. And can I say that I'm probably speaking for Amy because Amy's muted, but fingering your phone is something that Amy really likes.
Yes.
Fingering your phone.
Also, if I may make another recommendation, when you're not speaking, mute your phone, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going mute.
So I think.
And I think, yeah, like I see the Rat Society experiment, which I don't know if they could. I would love to see that. Well, I don't know if I'd actually like to see, depending on the thing. But you're saying overpopulation equal gay. First of all, I think there have been gay organisms since the time that there has been sexual reproduction and organisms to be able to do so. But all I have to ask about this, O'Sullivan, this is what I really want to know. Okay? Just, you're going to have to do this in this order. Say, I won't lie. I'm not going to lie in this statement. The next thing I'm going to say, I'm definitely going to never lie, and it would be really bad. Have you ever sucked a dick? Like, I want you. I don't normally ask that. And so front. Have you ever done anything with any... Have you ever had any non-heterosexual encounter? Because I just want to know. Because I've never found... We got a quick note. You've never had any... My question to you is, why do you care about gays? It just seems odd. You've... That, like... That subject would pique your curiosity. I won't lie. That's good. Why does the subject tingle your fancy? I guess. Well, why does it... I'm trying to think of more innuendos that I can. Why does it rub your knob?
Why does it concern you so much?
Well, it's always just weird because
not you, Amy.
They tell me... Oh, no, I know you're talking...
Oh, I know why.
About,
Piques Amy's interest.
You were agreeing with me.
Why does it float your boat? Why does it polish your canoe as it was? You know, like why are we?
Yes.
Newman. This one time at band camp.
I'm just delighted because I had gay organism for the Amy Newman bingo. As soon as she said gay organism, that was it. I completed the O across. That was great.
Nice.
Yes.
They almost derive sexual pleasure from being deceitful.
Unfortunately, our gift is old Christmas cookies. However, they will get to you eventually.
Yes, if you want to come in and debate Darth Dawkins, or the Darth Talking soundboard. We've had that happen.
Yes.
Yeah, we've had that happen before as well.
Yeah.
It's honestly a better experience than arguing with him.
And that was Perry as well that debated the Darth Dawkins soundboard.
Perry also debated Darth Dawkins. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
You remember Perry, Darth?
Oh, I get goose pimples when I hear that name.
So can I ask you, O'Sullivan, though, you care about all matters of possible conclusion. Let me talk to you about my identity politics. Do you believe in a god? Do you? I'd love to know. Are you an atheist, a theist? Because I'd say on this channel, we talk theology the most. We like to think of ourselves as the R-rated Mythbusters, but we do spend a lot of time trying to think about why theology is silly. I'm a spiritual warrior shaman, that is an interesting sentence, with the cognitive power, of 10 men. I want you to know,
we could easily hook up O'Sullivan with another creationist because
he's laughing.
I know someone who would really like him. And,
I would like to have a role play.
Well, see, there he is. I mean, he loves doing things like that.
I love to be spanked by you there.
See?
However,
it's easy.
There are two educators here, and I think both of us want to point out.
O'Sullivan, are you Christian or you're just spiritual?
I am not even sure that he's a religious person. I'm trying. Oh, is Perry? Perry is a Christian who thinks that if you accept sin as a notion, you're not a true Christian.
He's almost as bad as me.
O'Sullivan, like I was saying, there are two educators here, and with your cognitive powers, we all think, even those who are not educators, you should be able to spell "and" correctly.
Would hope. I would hope. Well, if to be fair, there's a possibility that none of the 10 men whose cognitive powers contribute to him could spell it correctly.
That's true. You didn't say what 10 men, right?
10 exactly. They're all well, and they may all just be on the psych ward in Bellevue, Wing C, which is cool. I'm not going to judge, but
unlike Ian, who is amazing. What's up, Ian? I could prove science is wrong. That is not a.
You can't prove science is wrong. Science is a method, not a fact.
And wait, what methodology would you use to prove science wrong?
Please tell me at least one of the 10 men know what science is before you try proving it wrong.
And look, I get it. You're not one of the Abrahamic religions, and so you're already off to a good foot. We have many pagan theists, many pagan skeptics and followers and members here. However, this is just a weird sentence. Like, you lose me there. So.
Mm-hmm. And we all know when a real creationist starts talking, we know what happens, right?
Especially now as my daughter's getting old, I mean, she's 11 now. And I saw her last night, and I was having a conversation with her, and it was very fascinating to me how, I was talking to her about some different things like that's going on in politics and whatnot. And immediately, my 11-year-old daughter was being able to recognize the stupidity of what I was saying, how illogical it was, and was immediately being able to come back with counters.
Is that logical? Is that probable? I don't even know if that's possible.
I thought I'd make Porpoise a little happy by introducing him to the stream. I know Porpoise is a big fan.
Hey, at least he backed off from that argument.
My body's ready.
The moment you start arguing with him, he'll back off from anything. Just he needs to get away because he knows he won't ever win.
Well, it was just another version of the Kalam cosmological. It's not. It's like saying God is a programmer.
I was just thinking about that.
Isn't any different than saying God is a watchmaker. It's the same argument.
Yep. Yeah. they don't have a lot of new arguments. That's the sad part.
Yeah, but Maddox puts plenty of big words in it. It makes it totally different. How dare you?
But see,
How
we
dare
did
you?
we did an entire series on a book that the Jehovah's Witnesses put out in 1967. 1967. And guess what? It contains all of the arguments that creationists still use to this day. And there's no argument used by creationists that wasn't in that book from 1967.
Okay, wait, what is this? Also, I'm going to put this up on screen, but it hurts me because, like, you are a shaman, you're having fun, you're going back and forth, it's a light conversation. This is the same thing I say to Bubbles. You are not the general relativity quantum mechanics guy. Like, that is not your shtick. I love you. If I'm wrong and you have a degree in physics, tell me. We're gonna read it anyway, but this is just what I love about general relativity. Okay, we're about to talk about the theory of everything. General relativity and quantum mechanics disagree with each other, and no, we just don't know how to tie them together. And both are being
they make competing assumptions. They don't disagree with each other. They make competing assumptions.
Exactly.
Sullivan, I have a question for you. If you can solve all unsolved problems.
No.
Does P equal NP?
Okay.
And can you prove
Go ahead.
I have a question for him as well. If he's not a fool, then how come he can't spell web?
James.
Yeah, that's double
it's just
champ.
4 letters. It's just 4 letters.
Well, one of the 10 men is dyslexic, and I don't think it's fair to hold that against.
That's fine. Hey, you know what Maddox said again about me lately? Atheist Junior showed me this video where he was basically saying that Mark Reid is a keyboard warrior that won't actually face anybody.
That's true. I've never seen you debate before. You should do that.
I've never seen it.
I wish I hadn't.
I don't normally debate, but I put forth a challenge to John Maddox, and he's not answering.
No, I keep challenging him to debate creationism versus evolution. He never takes me up on it. He's just,
Wait, we have another offer though. Please, you read Quran. Why? We'll read Quran all day long. What would you like to read?
We've done that. We've done that for 3 years. We've read the Quran. There's a playlist. Go to Arn Ross' channel. There's a playlist.
You're too advanced to care about spells. Well, if we were talking about spells, that would be relevant.
And I know pseudonym. I can see it in chat. She's Amy was supposed to end this. Listen, I can't help it. We have a great panel now, and we're going to be coming to an end in 10 minutes.
Yeah, but I don't want to take up your time. You know, like if you've got to go out with Rachel, then that's cool. Don't.
She
Newman,
wants to
listen
see
to me. You're
hear
an
the
adult.
ball drop. I at least got to have that with her because it's weird. Like I was helping produce someone on Christmas, and she was like, "On Christmas," and I felt like I was one of those people in a movie, and I'm like, "Well, I don't know if I should be working on Christmas," and it's like, "Wait, we're secularists," but I don't know. It's.
Look, Amy, like, just to be serious for a second, I was reading this thing on what
but only 1 second. That's all I'm going to allow. But continue.
Well, I'm going to take some more because I have no respect for this panel whatsoever, especially Nick, who's just a charlatan and a fraud. So suck it, Nick. So
how old are you?
Well, that was on my list when Amy was talking about things I've done with a guy. I was like, I've done that. So,
all right, beautiful. No. Like, the things that people regret when they reach the end of their lives, right? They did a poll on palliative care subjects and people that were dying, and the things that they regretted were things like spending more time with family, talking more honestly with people. You know, stuff like that. That's the important stuff. Nobody ever gets to the end of their life and go, I wish I worked more, or I wish I made more money kind of thing. You know, it's always quality of time rather than things that they regret.
Okay, fuck off, Mr. 30-year-old. You're done.
Wow. Darth Dawkins thinks I'm 30. Thanks, Darth. That's
probably twice or 3 times your age. Do you realize that?
And just so you know, Mark, Mowdy was the only person that was ever able to get Darth Dawkins to sing Kumbaya on stream with
Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
I don't know what
Kumbaya,
psychological
my
trick.
lord.
Oh, no,
Kumbaya.
All right, please stop.
I don't know what psychological trick he used to make that happen, but I'm so glad he did. It's probably some reverse psychology or something. I don't know.
It was fun to watch. I was going to go in because I was like, oh my God, poor Mouty. And Mouty just handled him like it was insane.
Nice.
And Sullivan, the actual topic is that we are having a good Godless New Year. And so it's kind of bait. I've been trying, but it hasn't been work. Well, I say it's half bait because, like I said, to me, when I say good Godless morning to a lot of people, it's just like a blessed be and all this kind of stuff. But it triggers a lot of religious people. And so you need. Okay, I'll be fair on this person. You need to read the Quran's correct translation and hear twajed to understand true.
What? Thanks, but no.
Every time I disagree with someone, it's always a problem with the translation. Why is it that even people of that religion can't agree on a translation? That when all Christians have one translation of the Bible that they agree on, then I'm more than happy to really take it much more seriously. And the same thing, I think, with the Quran.
Yeah. Why don't you guys figure that out and get back to us?
Well, I think that for Islam, they actually make you study the original language so you can read it.
Well, and one other thing, Miracle, first of all, the fact that you know more than one language is more impressive than most Americans. So I'm not going to insult you for any type of English or translation errors. What I'm going to say is, hey, there's that one chapter about talking ants. It has become my mantra. Please, just convince me why your holy book gets to outweigh a Pixar movie. That's what I am trying, because I love ants. I love, I'm all for them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Number one, I do like being on my knees.
When you're good at what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Don't sell yourself too short. I'm sure you know other languages, Amy, like JavaScript, Java, Python.
That's true.
You know, snark.
PHP, yeah. That's true. I know how to be a pain in the ass.
Sarcasm is the language of the devil, Amy. You literally speak the devil's tongue. I'm going to regret I said that, didn't I?
Oh, sure I do. Whatever you say, Nick.
All right,
that's
people.
cool.
I'm gonna get going and have some lunch. But it was cool hanging out with you. Love you, Amy. Love you,
Mark,
Peter.
do you have any final words? And that's great because we are actually about to have to get to be going out of here.
Okay. Final words. Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody. It's a great time. It's been a great year, actually. I don't know if you share my sentiment, but I've had a good year. I think for New Year's resolutions, got a couple, but I'll definitely see you all during the year, and we can hang out and have some laughs and have some discussions. I love you, Nick. You know I'm joking, man.
I do think I know, and
I'm being a bit harsh, but I'm joking. I'm good.
That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So
Yeah,
I'm so
look, I really enjoyed that night. I really did. It was a lot of fun. So I
without
will be catching you
context,
soon.
that sentence is fantastic. I know you were just talking about debating, but
yeah. Cool. All right. See you later. Have a good day and night and whatever. Happy New Year's to everybody. Love you lots. Take care.
I probably should have full screened him and done the whole open mic thing. So to pretend like I didn't forget to do that. Does anyone have anything else to talk about with the panel before?
I just wanted to say I think Gur is here, and Gur, it's been too long since I said this, Gur, but I love you, man, and I'm so glad you're here, and you're just the best. I can't say enough about Gur. Thank you so much for coming. I'm really glad you're in the live chat. It's good to see you.
And I just want to say, Gur. Oh no, I just love all of our YouTube atheist non-believer content creators out there. Sending love to Gur and Atheist Junior and Aaron Robb, Matt Dillahunty, the Atheist Network group, Shane the Skeptic. My goddess, there's probably a million out there that I'm trying to remember. I know that Nick does news, but he's a skeptic, so go check him out. Peter Hopes, a million skeptics. The Sinister Porpoise has her own fantastic channel. She's a skeptic, and I think Michael is a skeptic too. Also, you should check Titan Uranus out everywhere. Also, O'Sullivan.
He's probably a mod there.
If you really want to have some fun, go to Jefferson Spatchcock's YouTube channel.
And sure, you say God can do everything, but that's true. But can I ask you, if God can do everything, doesn't that mean he can resurrect maybe a rabbi from the dead? I don't know. He can do anything, right? Because if he could do anything, that means that there's any of the religions can be true, including the ones that you think aren't true.
O'Sullivan, you're allowed to swear in chat.
Michael. Yes, we are a politically incorrect chat. The problem that I find that a lot of people come across, they're like politically incorrect. We can come and be assholes. Well, technically you can. Technically you can be an asshole. However, that means the liberals, the secularists, and the atheists can also be assholes back. That is the notion there. Let's go, Brad. Politics. I don't care. I like moderates, and Trump was probably an atheist. He was probably our first atheist president. Because probably a long shine of deist.
Just speaking of Titan, the miracle I want, my Christmas miracle, New Year's miracles, to find a channel where he isn't there that I can hang out on.
Do. Titan, you have your own channel. You are sleeping. That if you want.
Titan
I've tried. I've taken his wrench on my channel. I've taken the wrench. He comes right back with it. I was like, what the fuck?
Titan is born with a wrench, I'm pretty sure.
YouTube, I think it's part of the YouTube terms of service is just like when you get the channel, he comes modded already. It's like your here's one mod, your mod starter kit.
There's a certain person he's a mod on a lot of channels just because it would tick that person off.
And this is a great question, Miracle. So, not all atheists.
I'm hurt now. I'm ball hurt now.
You can be an atheist for not good reasons, but I think one of the better reasons for being an atheist is because we were skeptics. We were skeptical of our own religious views, and through asking enough questions and seeking out information, we became atheists.
Here's a better question. If you were born in a country that had no religion, and there are a few, how would you learn that God existed?
Dun, dun, dun. Exactly.
Yeah.
I can answer that. I didn't.
Exactly. There we go. Bingo.
I don't know.
Here's the thing, and this is why when I'm talking to a creationist, it's going to be completely different than most of the people that you see on YouTube. I wasn't brought up with the Bible. The first time I read the Bible, I was an adult, and I had been for a few decades. There's no way, if you're not taught this from a very young age, there's no way that you're going to accept the Bible when you're an adult and you have at least rudimentary thinking skills. You're not going to fall for talking snakes and donkeys and the whole Adam and Eve stuff. You're not going to fall for the flood. There's no way.
Well, Peter, could you tell me what precisely about the man living in the whale for 40 days that you found was unrealistic exactly?
40 days?
The thing that it wasn't a whale, it was a fish.
Oh, he was in a fish. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
So...
Woo-hoo. What's up, Michael Smith?
It seems if you're reading the Bible for the first time as an adult, it seems a little hard to swallow. Unlike Jonah,
there is too many jokes to make there.
Oh God!
I would like to have a role play.
And okay, 15 seconds, and we're moving. Okay, it is 2:20. I have to get us into outros
Newman, focus.
I'm gonna get the outro order ready, but we are all going to have our last outro for this year. If gays keep multiplying soon, this is what I mean. There is no way you're completely heterosexual. I'm sorry. Listen to me. Has there anyone looked at you and said, look, I don't know what to do, but we just need to start. That's the one thing that humans don't do enough. Not enough sex. I feel like we just have such an underpopulation problem. Has there anyone ever been able to say that? First of all, even if there was only 10 humans on Earth and all of them were gay, it wouldn't be a moral conundrum to force people to have sex with each other. You can't do that, even if it saves species. You still need consent. Nonetheless, that has never been a thing. That's not really how populations of organisms work. Being gay is just a part of being an organism.
I want him to explain to us how the gays multiply.
Yeah. Also, this is kind of the opposite of a Christian channel. We are in a counter-apologetics channel. I like to think of ourselves as the adult Mythbusters, but because we get to say naughty things. That's right. It's an everyone channel, though, because I like it when theists are on here.
They almost derive sexual pleasure out of when they say, science is an explanation for this.
And James is back just in the nick of time because I'm getting that outro order ready.
Sullivan.
Sometimes one of the things I think about too is also how, if you look at it, there's fucking plenty of gay couples who raise children that fucking straight people who fucking had fucked up lives couldn't ever do, So, there's plenty of straight fucking evil religious people who fucking do the worst shit you could ever fucking conceive of in society. And then we'd be like, oh no, gay people are bad because they, for no fucking reason at all. Even though they're raising children the fucking way that it should be, but.
Sullivan, I know you're not.
That's how I see it. I mean, because that's a fact. But...
Well, no, I agree with you. Not only do I agree with you, but it is, if you use the word family to attack other families, you are anti-family. Greek, Roman, and famous. No, can I tell you, do you notice something? What happened to the Roman Empire that may have had maybe a little bit of a collapse? They might have converted to a specific religion. It was actually hundreds of years of butt sex, and then something came along that made it evil. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Not that they did great. They did also evil stuff too, because we're humans and humans do evil stuff. But we'll have to come back and talk about this, because if I don't start to get my ass off here, so I talk about family so much, I need to promise.
Go to outros.
Exactly. How do you learn good and bad? Okay. By the way, good and bad. Moral metrics, empathy, kindness, fairness. You don't need a god. You just need to be a decent human being. Religion actually makes morality worse. Gay can't save species. No one's getting.
Amy, O'Sullivan will be back, and if O'Sullivan isn't, 30 other O'Sullivans will be. Go to.
I know.
Go.
Just two things quickly. Gay people can still reproduce. That's a straw man and a complete misunderstanding between the difference between reproduction and sexual attraction. And two, Rome didn't turn gay. Rome had an interesting idea about what was acceptable in between relationships of two men, and it's if you're a Roman, you couldn't be the one entered.
And I will, if I do any more ranting, it's going to be at my outro. Because Nick is 100% right. I'm probably, it's like bait. It is like,
shut up, you double glazing salesman.
I'm not reading it. Nick was our last one, so he was our first. He is our newest to go on. I know you're being. Be honest in 1 second. You are on deck. We're all on deck. We're all on the girl deck actually, because we are midnight ranting and we are moving into our outro.
Did you guys see that thing where they have the ability to extract, and
all right. I wasn't sure if I was just.
Oh no!
Your name is
Live
Nick.
from the in a $49 suit.
Yep, in the suit which I put on just for Amy. I literally put it on just for Amy. My channel is in time. Come see it. Amy, go be with your family. Thank you all very much. Had a great night, and have a great New Year, everyone. Please, genuinely.
Thank you so very much, Nick, and please don't forget to check In Time, On Time with all of his lovely, fantastic, and
unfortunately,
that
we're out of
commander
time.
who does so many awesome, up-to-date wartime updates. Exactly.
Baghdad
In Time,
Bob.
On Time. Nick Suter, thank you so very much.
He's got a version of Baghdad Bob.
Michael Smith, we have been Midnight Ranting on a Godless Good Year. It was lovely to have you on. I could not agree with you more on your last statement that these people use it to attack other families when really, if you are fostering a child and giving them a good home, I can't think of a better human being out there.
Yep.
But any final words? Godless Good Year?
From me?
Oh, yeah, this is your outro.
Yeah, just that I hope that people keep their wits about them and keep fucking fighting the good fight, whether it's for God or not, or whatever.
Why do we need to do
Know
that?
what you trust in, what you believe, and fucking follow through.
Hells yeah. Thank you
What
so
did you
very
say,
much,
dude?
Michael Smith. Oh, no, that's Peter playing his... he has Darth in his back pocket. Don't mind him.
Playing with his...
his soundboard.
Cool.
Listen,
thank you
you're a buffoon.
I gotta get one of those.
Indeed. Thank you so very much, Michael Smith. Keep on coming on. It was lovely having you on as an ally.
Thank you guys for being so cool with everything too. You guys are fucking very easygoing and nice and heartful.
Sending that
You guys
love
have a
right
good
back at you.
New Year's too. My phone's about to die, so
That's
See
okay.
you
My
guys.
partner is about to divorce me, and we're not married. The Sinister Porpoise. We are Midnight Ranting on a Godless Good Year. It was lovely having you on. You look fabulous as always. And what are your final thoughts?
First off, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope 2022 was not the dumpster fire, or 2022, a little late for that one. 2023 is not the dumpster fire that 2022 was, although I do have to love that Elon Musk and most recently Greta Thunberg and Andrew Tate have provided us with some really interesting entertainment.
Indeed, they did.
I'm pretty sure O'Sullivan is a troll, but most of what he said
Get
is
that
easily
vibe, do
debunked.
you? Your troll radar is
Listen, trolling can be an
going
art
off.
form. He's not doing it well.
So are you here to troll?
Honestly, Darth, if I were there with you, I'd be there to smack you.
I'm pretty sure that if you were here to troll,
Darth excited.
everyone would know it.
Indeed.
Everyone would know it.
And what was I gonna? I forgot what I was gonna say now.
You were thinking about fish.
So just putting that out there, logical, probable, plausible. If you want to debate whether or not DNA is a code sometime, just set it up.
Absolutely. We would. So I would host that in a heartbeat. If you want to go on modern day debate or standing for truth, I'll be there in a cheerleading outfit. Either way.
I
don't
not
think
do standing for truth.
John would touch that with a 100-foot pole.
Yes, unless he's paying
we would
for
not
it
want
or
that
late
debate.
night in his browser history. What are we talking about?
And I'm curious, LPP, who would you like to moderate your debate?
The ultimate Reid individual, Peter.
Oh, thank you.
Well, fantastic. First of all,
Sorry.
thank you so very much,
Very
Porpoise, and
intellectual,
so
Peter,
long.
as, SFT,
And
so.
thanks for all the fish.
And be excellent to each other.
Exactly. Keep
Good
on
seeing
being
you,
kind,
Sinister
ladies and
Porpoise.
gentlemen. But speaking of that awesome, fantastic Pieter, we have been Midnight Ranting on a Godless Good Year. Sending love, and what are your final thoughts?
I'm just hoping that we finally get a year that is worth looking back on. That would be great. Although, as Corpus already said, Elon Musk, Andrew Tate, and Greta giving us a little thing to look forward to, that Twitter isn't entirely useless yet. Knowing that it cost Elon Musk so far $200 billion, I like that actually. That's good news to hear just before the year ended. I'm just hoping that we can have a decent new year. I'm starting off really well. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Sorry. We're going to read the Book of Mormon again. So if you want to,
I don't recommend that.
Tomorrow on Ross channel, comedians reading the Book of Mormon. It's the best way to read it. Really. And Amy, thank you for having me. And I want to wish everyone who's not there yet a happy new year when they get there.
Half hour to go, Peter. We'll be right there.
Thank you so exactly. Almost there. Thank you so very much, Peter. Catch him on not only is going to go for his streams, not only his all the streams he produces, but also we share space, brain power on Randolph Richardson's streams, our talents. And so it's always lovely to have you there, here, and everywhere. Thank you so very much, Peter.
And also, once a week, we pick creationist arguments apart on Jackson Wheat's channel. Last Thursday, we had Arn joining, which was really fun. We didn't get to the video that we weren't going to do because we had far too much fun to start off with. But that's every Thursday on Jackson Wheat's channel. Also a good one to check out.
Thank you so very much, Peter. Lovely having you on. And send them love also. Jackson Wheat's awesome. And all right, speaking of debaters.
Oh, boy.
The man with a plan. The two pilots have been. We did double streams today, which was fun. That was actually a successful experiment. Might have to fine tune it to use one of their words a little bit, but I think it was a good time.
Yeah, unfortunately, I missed a lot of the stream. My internet connection has been downgraded to practically dial-up. So, but I made it back, and it was good to get to hear from everybody on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, depending on where you're at. But we got to watch a silly Fox News clip, got to have a little bit of fun at their expense, watching them fail. Never gets old. Anyway, guys, thanks for spending this year with us. Thanks for being a part of the channel. We're looking forward to another year filled with basically the same stuff, just maybe even more of it. So, yeah. Anyway, go watch the fireworks. Go get drunk. Have a fun night.
Exactly. Have a good time. And catch. And don't forget to catch James W.'s slavery debate, up and coming.
The 11th on Standing for Truth.
Yes. And I imagine they might have made something, but I can still see Silva. They may have just removed a comment. But now this is my outro, and all I normally keep it neutral. I'm just here to clear the palate, but I can't help myself. It's like
why do we do that?
Is not. Why do we need that? Why do we need being gay is not unnatural. First of all, that's the naturalistic fallacy. Something being natural does not make it good or bad. Arsenic, natural. Open heart surgery, unnatural.
Amy, I want to add one thing. Do you know the second black swan fallacy?
I thought you were going to say, do you know the Muffin Man? Because I got a guy.
The second black swan fallacy.
What's the second black swan fallacy?
That being gay isn't natural. Black swans are openly gay and engage in long-time gay relationships.
Well, is that what Jesse P. Leaderson says?
Pretty sure that's what Jesse
Would he
P.
say it's
does.
natural to be gay?
Well, you don't know that, and you're just beta. I'm just saying.
You sound like you have something in your mouth there, Jesse.
Chasing her tail for a
I
second.
do because women can't give oral sex. Only man can.
Only man. Don't send in a woman to do a man's job.
To do Jesse's job.
Exactly.
Jesse's job. Exactly. And I'm going to give one more close up of my baby girl. I should say my littlest baby girl. So I have two. Yes.
Oh,
They are
look at her.
Yeah, and this is what atheists do, you know. You go on
Focus,
Amy's
Amy,
channel, and what does
focus.
she do? She gives you
pets a
a
cat.
close up of her pussy.
Listen. See how it's true.
It's a cute cat. You've got people who
Nick
love
is
you.
like-
Nobody here, but or at least you know. You and I have had our differences. I'll admit. Okay, but please, Amy, focus, please.
Okay. It's getting a little hot for a second. Anyway, this channel was gay all year. Hopefully, we tried. We'll hopefully we'll try and turn that up. If you like what you
More
saw.
global
Anyway, more global homo. It's the only way to spread it. You have to inject the hormones pre-fetal. Basically, as they're thinking to have sex, you need to inject it. I do hope that you all had a fantastic time on this Midnight Ranting, a godless good year, where we opened up the open mic for a little bit of a celebration of hold on. Let me get for some good times. Come on. Nah. Anyway, we want you to celebrate some good times, guys.
Newman, focus.
Focus. You got to be on beat. It's hard, okay? But I do want to thank my co-host James W. along. It's back. It's been haunting. We tried to run, but it's back. My co-host James W. along with our guests. I will find them. Pieter, Mark, Porpoise, Michael, and Nick, as well as all the people in chat. Our awesome mods. What are we paying you? Come on. No. Our awesome mods who make this stream so great.
Appearance by Jesse P. Leverson.
And lovely viewers like you
Gary
who
Milne.
make this channel even possible. And all of the people in there who are questioning their sexuality in chat. I don't know who I'd be talking about. 9 out of 9 anti-gays. We'll keep on saying it. I don't know what I said this at the beginning of the podcast. I'm going to say this. We said it on the last stream, and maybe it's not you. Normally they come after me and they're like, "You're just saying that." It's like reverse psychology. 9 out of 9 anti-gays have a Grindr account. I don't know what it is, but we also hope that you enjoy it. Our awesome mods who make those streams so great. I'm also looking at a specific admin who probably has to work overtime. And lovely viewers like you make this channel even possible.
Kent's only on Grindr, so he can witness to the people out there and tell them.
Exactly. James, if he doesn't go on there and tell them they're reprobates, then how else is he going to get off?
He's trying to save their souls. Okay? He's not trying to get a hookup or anything.
Exactly. No, he's trying to point out how terrible and ugly and how he would never think of gays ever on his knees, behind his back, on his back. Gay is fascist. We're moving through things. You're now.
I'm pretty sure I've almost tracked down Matt Powell's Grindr account.
I'm pretty sure. Matt, is that you? Hi. brought to you by the same people who say anti-fascism is fascism. It's religious people saying give it up. And give up your freedom in the name of freedom. You could, or hey,
Newman, focus.
Oh wait, if you enjoy the show, I'm skipping. Time is relative. Please don't forget to like, follow on Twitch, or subscribe on YouTube, because then you get access. I'm in the black hole. I'm being sucked into it.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, all of us believe in gravity. Wow. And then you get to hit that bell icon, which when hit to all will send you reminders to see our premieres and join our live streams like this one right here. Like Sending Love, Doorknob Head, Titan, Stephanie, even you, O. Sullivan, Mark Sillaby, Sinister Porpoise, Slicey Slicer, Miracle, Pseudonym, Behemoth, everybody, Doorknob Head, Marshall. If I missed you, then I'm sending love. But you can also, hey, leave a comment once the video's done. You can also leave a super thanks, and we'll leave thanks on the next episode. And we'll also be heading, the Skeptic Ranting Discord server will be opening up. I'm not going to be there this time because I'm going to be watching a bell drop. But however, the community is right there with the link in the description below.
Did you say you're going to watch the bell drop?
I am going to watch someone's balls drop. It's going to be amazing. Bar mitzvah. Mazel tov. The link of which is in the description with our fantastic channel members, though the best way to help us make even more content and unlock some perks is be checking out our Patreon at patreon.com/Amy Newman. I am Amy Newman, and we will see you all on the next episode of Skeptic Bull Z. Good night!